Greetings, Eric Brown, MOBO-Media, MOBO-Media. Hey, I just did a video here a couple of days ago, and it was in relation to children and kids and their access to THC and vapes and those things that are being found in increasing numbers in schools and things like that. So I wanted to kind of do a follow-up video today and kind of expound on that, because what I talked about the other day is I talked about, the children having access to vapes and us adults being at fault for that because of profits, obviously, and how, some of the packaging even markets to kids. And so I only kind of focused my attention on the vapes right now, because vapes are pretty much a big thing from what I understand out there. But there are other substances out there, things out there that the kids shouldn't have easy access to. I want to touch on today. There have been a lot of increased numbers of emergency room visits by kids who come in with what they call THC intoxications or THC poison or whatever, man, because the kids have found some gummies or something that dad or mom left around, and they're thinking it's candy, man. So there's a lot of that going on. But again, I blame the adults. Again, some of the packaging looks like goddamn stuff you would buy in the candy store, man. And not only that, the stuff is just so commonplace nowadays, but depending on what state you're in, that I think there may or may not be a lackadaisical approach to it. I don't know. I'm not in one of those states. I'm in the states where it's twisted, Texas, so we're ass backwards anyway. But it'll be interesting to understand, how other states operate like that in that respect. But yeah, kids have been having access to things, and they're doing it at such a young age. And one of the things I touched on in the video about the vapes is the fact that the kids are like 10 years old and all this type of stuff, man. It's just the craziest thing, man. I just don't get it, man. The kids being that young, having that. I couldn't imagine me coming up, having access to THC at that age like that, man. That definitely would have stunted my growth, man. So I feel for the kids out there who are going down that road, but I also feel for the parents, the unsuspecting parents who may not know their kids are going down the road. You think little old Tommy, little old Jimmy, little old Susan, little old Sarah, you think she all nitty gritty, they all nitty gritty, good to go. But every night they dipping and dodging down the street and saying, they going to call their friend and coming back. You thinking they made a phone call, they don't hit the damn blunt or something, man. They come back zooted and coming straight to the room, because they ain't having a lot of conversation with you. You know how these kids are. Come on, y'all know what I'm talking about. So a lot of that's going on, man, but you can't blame the kids again. I'm blaming the adults. I'm blaming profits. I'm blaming corporate. I'm blaming everybody that's looking to have an angle on edibles and THC and cannabis and marijuana and weed. Anybody that has a stake in it, man, I blame them. And as a collective, I blame them or us, because you cannot just turn a blind eye to the impact it's having on our youth. It is having an impact on the youth. They are having easy access to the stuff. The ages are shocking me. What I'm hearing about that's going on in the schools is shocking me. But I'm not shocked when you look at the lackadaisical approach we're taking to having oversight over these easily accessible products. Here in Texas, like I said, we're kind of ass backwards anyway. It's kind of we're a weird state. Right now, you can get weed free. Weed is in Texas right now. I mean, it's weird how the laws work, but you can get weed in Texas. It's just called some other things. Some people say it ain't, but it's all the same thing as weed. You get it here in Texas, and they also have taken a lackadaisical approach to it, because obviously there was nobody regulating it. Nobody regulating it, and they were seeing profits. And like I say, I don't know what it is with the packaging. I don't know what it is with the cartoons and all the. I guess it has something to do with you being high and what you might see, but a lot of stuff caters right to kids, man. It's like the same stuff you see on cereal boxes or candy boxes, man. You got the stuff on edible packages and THC packages, but I get it. I get every household needs to regulate their household. I understand that. And every state needs to regulate their state. I get all that. I just hate the fact that our kids are being exposed to it. I'm not pointing the finger and saying that anybody's at fault. I'm just saying I hate the fact that our kids are being exposed to it, because I couldn't imagine at that young age being exposed to THC. 10 years old, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine, man. I just couldn't imagine. With that, this is Eric Brown, MOBO-Media. Hey, be mindful of what your young folks are doing. But talk to the young folks. Don't beat them down, because it's not their fault that stuff is being dangled in their face like a damn carrot. So don't beat them down. Talk to them. Make them admit to you that they are using it, and you start. That's when you can start having a conversation with them about, well, that's probably not a good thing for you to do at this age and at this point in your life. But when you get to a certain age, and tell them, hey, you do what you want to do, man. Be straight up with them, just like my dad was straight up with me, man. You know what I'm saying? With that, this Eric Brown, MOBO-Media. Hey, let's look out for those young ones, y'all. Y'all take care. Bye-bye. Peace.